Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Let's get into these Reddit comments, shall we?
It's difficult for Peter to hold himself accountable for coming back from a fatal car accident. Why has Peter never had another seizure in 4 years? Drama channel. Yeah, he made that decision, which has nothing to do with people expecting him to wallow in a self-made prison for his entire life. It's hard to listen to him anymore. Of his multiple, just zero humility is as foreign a concept to him as Pluto is a real pillar to his community. He says that it's difficult for Peter to hold himself accountable for coming back from a fatal car accident and harassing others on his drama channel. He made that decision, which has nothing to do with people expecting him to wallow in a self-made prison for his entire life. Taking complete ownership of his multiple, get-fucked eras, is as foreign a concept to him as Pluto is from planet Earth. He says that he needs to be able to do as he pleases, yet he still struggles with the consequences of his self-will. People who do as they please usually get into trouble. He basically said that he needed to scream at his audience to move through some sort of personal emotional hurdle. In that way, he tells his fans that he really isn't sorry for his nastiness, it's something that he had to do. It was beyond his control, even though they expressed their disappointment in him. A more mature and emotionally intelligent response might be, "I'm sorry I told everyone to get fucked. It was wrong and disrespectful. I was in a bad place. It wasn't funny or cute. I hold myself accountable for my actions." A simple and straightforward apology. Instead, he's constantly talking a bunch of word salad about people liking him, while simultaneously saying it isn't important to him. He says not everyone likes a juicy peach, framing himself as ripe fruit when he behaves like a rotten apple. It's fascinating the things he tells himself. Most people place some value in likability. That's true. But, likable people don't need to fixate on their likability. Their likability flows from their genuineness and humility. Arrogance, phony baloney bullshit, word salad pretentiousness are universally annoying and unlikable to those who have critical thinking skills. People take issue with the hurtful things Peter does, as well as his lies and manipulation. His narcissism blocks his understanding of these basic concepts. To wallow is to regress into a perpetual pity party. A primitive existence. He doesn't need more of that. He says people won't give him any credit, even if he evolves. I'll believe it when I see it. He's the most bothered unbothered person, like he used to say about Jeffree Star. It's tiring to watch, isn't he tired yet from saying it all the time to convince himself? He constantly does these flip-flops back and forth, daily to weekly, where he puts on this tough guy exterior that it's a new fucking day in 2024, then it's 2025, then it's 2026. The New Years keep coming and he repeats himself that it's a new year and he doesn't give a f***k about what people say, but then in the next breath, he's crying that he's the poor only YouTuber who gets crap for talking about the people he does. He cries that the reason why he doesn't talk about certain people is because he knows he will get the wrath of their super stand-on. Which one is it? I'm pretty sure we know the answer to that. Peter is anything but happy and content. He's pressed, angry and scared AF of what people say, and he absolutely can't handle when he's set straight in his comments, no matter how innocuous the comment is. No one who is truly as happy, peaceful and serene with their life and doesn't care what people say about them would not feel the need to mention it for an hour straight, ad nauseum, every single day. Who's he trying to convince? He incessantly says these things on his vlog and drama channel. Peter is constantly in a state of being bitter, jealous, and pressed. He's very thin-skinned. He brought up that friend who ghosted him for 3 years. He's told this story a million times. The friend allegedly just stopped talking to him and Peter was just so confused and sat on the porch and cried and just didn't know what was going on. He said Alex gets so mad about this situation that he doesn't even want to talk about it. He probably is just sick of talking about it and wishes his husband would move on already. I think he's bent out of shape that no one cares anymore. He lives for the drama, so he's going to continue to try and fabricate, haters, so he can continue his fantasy that is still relevant. He knows he's losing his fans as well. Do you remember the piles of gifts he used to receive at Christmas from viewers? Now it's just 2 to 3 packages. He knows his time is coming to a close. The closer he gets, the more he's going to act out, unfortunately. I wouldn't be surprised if he blames his haters for his demise, even though they literally don't even exist. LOL. The more Peter opens up his big yap on about the accident, the more he exposes his lies. He said he had a walker and that he couldn't cook for himself, so Alex had to make him grilled cheese sandwiches and soup every day. He ate that every single day. Well, that's a lot because he says they don't cook and they never have cooked and both have no interest in cooking. Peter and Alex have never made a single thing in that kitchen. Peter and Alex DoorDash their meals. I do not believe for 1 second that Alex was heating up canned soup and making him grilled cheese sandwiches every night. It has never happened before or since. Alex isn't even home. Peter said his walker had a seat that he could sit on. Man, he's really laying it on thick today. Peter is disgusting. What an insult to Brent's family. Peter is a destructive and mean-spirited nasty person. I never bought for 1 minute that he had a seizure. He got on camera and lied straight-faced to everyone with ease. This is insane. And this is a prime example on how he hasn't changed since killing someone. On his Gabby Hanna video, I can't stand her, but if you heard how vile he was. The shouting. The name-calling. The constant calling her insane and telling her her marriage was bullshit and she needs to get to a doctor was disgusting. As a commentary channel, you shouldn't attack someone who had such severe mental issues. If she hurt herself, how would he feel? I don't care how shitty she has been, his language and behavior in that video was grotesque. I can tell you how Peter would feel. He wouldn't give a flying crap.
Tips from the ER. Fake seizures. Ah, yes. Usually a patient's last-ditch effort to keep themselves in the ER, likely because we just told them we are done with their treatment and now they get to go to jail. That's when they drop to the ground and flop like a fish. Get off the floor, Richard. The officers are waiting. But some of you won't even put in that effort. You'll just go limp. That's when we take your hand, put it over your head, and drop it. If it smacks you in the face, alright, we believe you. You're unconscious. But most of the time, your hand will magically fall to the side and avoid your face. That's when we know, you's a liar, motherfucker. With real seizures, you won't care what starts hitting you. To prevent injuries from real seizures in the ER, we have what's called seizure pads that we strap onto the side rails to keep you from breaking your face or bruising your shins. Every ER I've worked at, we can never find the seizure pads when we need them, so we end up wrapping the rails with blankets and taping it together. It's quite ghetto, but it gets the job done.
Quivering light set the scene, tears on standby, camera clean. Every story's got a twist, but somehow he's the one who's pissed. Live stream size, dramatic pause. Why does this happen? Cue applause. But receipts are knocking at the door. We've heard this opera before. You can't cry wolf with glitter tears and rewrite plots for 15 years. When every feud's a deja vu and somehow it circles back to you. Oh, not the victim, babe. You can't spin that wheel again. When the storm you're in was brewed by your own pen, you throw the shade, then dim the light, then say the world's not treating you right. But the script's been read, the tea's been spilled, and that sympathy cup, it's overfilled. You're not the victim, babe.
I'm on a tear with the velvet mic,
just my opinion. Take a hike, calling up the girls for views, then shocked when someone claps back too. Whispers loud in monetized tones, building castles out of thrown stones. If drama's knocking at your gate, maybe check who sent the invite. You can light sparks in every room, then gasp when smoke begins to bloom. Accountability's not a trend, it's something you don't recommend. Oh, not the victim, babe. The halo slipping fast when every pony episode is stitched to live streams past. You can narrate like it's a play, but facts don't fade away. The spotlight's bright, the curtain's thin, and darling, we've all tuned in. You're not the victim, baby. If every villain in your tale has somehow always failed, and every bridge you cross is one later torched and nailed, maybe it's not the crowd, maybe it's not the hate, maybe the common thread is center stage. Not the victim, babe. You can't rebrand the plot when the tea's still hot from the kettle that you brought. You narrate storms you helped create, then wonder why they circulate. The audience knows, the comments say, we've seen this arc on replay.